What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah Still, and today we're going to be playing a game of Dread Knights. Before we go look at the board and the scenario, as always, I do implore you, please check out the links in the description, or even better, smash all the buttons. That being said, let's go take a look at the board and the scenario for today's game of Dread Knights. Welcome, friends, to When the Darkness Comes. We've got a mission set down in Chinatown, so we're going to be dealing with relighting, getting these street lights and lamps working again. We do that by making an agility test. If we pass, we light it. If we fail, we fall and take a point of damage that ignores armor. When we light a lantern, we roll a d4. On a 3 or a 4, a gloom vampire will spawn and put the lanterns out. The mission, we don't roll for weather. We just stay in the state of darkness, which I do have a lantern, but in darkness, it only goes 6 inches. So I'm going to have to try to melee this vampire, and I do not know how well that's going to work. Also, when we light a lantern, we spawn a random monster. So let's get into it with me on turn 1. Start with Sam, and he will try to relight the lantern. He does not. He'll take a point of damage. Dean will give it a go next. Oh, also does not do it. I'm gonna use a reroll. There we go. We do, however, have to see if a vamp shows up. Not yet. But we do get a random monster. Grave robbing ghoul who comes in right here on the back side of this building. Cass will go next, and he's going to do a move. Cass makes it to the lantern on a double move, but this one happens to spawn us a gloom vampire, which in solo we only get one of them, but they are pretty gross. We'll move next for a double. Bobby will hoof it down the street to the back of the DHL van. Our ghoul will stay put. It can't see anything, so it can't do anything. Our gloom vampire, however, will charge in on Cass. Roll to hit. Misses. I get to crack back, but it's going to be real bad. So it's a total of -9. It's -6 for the dark and -3 on the crackback. I do have 3 agility, which will bring me back up to just a -6. Miss. And play then returns to me. We're going to start with Sam, who's going to try to light this lantern right here. All tests, unless specifically otherwise stated, are target number 12, plus or minus modifier. Sam has a +1 modifier to this because he has 1 agility. Takes another damage. Dean is going to move 7 because he has 2 agility and the base move is 5. Next will be Bobby, who will double move into the gloom vampire. He won't be able to attack, but he will be there to provide support for each other when it comes to the crackbacks. We're going to go... Ellen's not going to go anywhere near that because she is afraid of the undead. She also can't really light anything because of the guy will just put it out. So I got to deal with him before I can light up any more of these lanterns. And Sam's not going to go near me either because he has a fear of the dark, so he's got to have his lantern on and going at all times or he'll be bad. So we're going to go to Cass, who's hopefully going to roll a crit right here. Oh, look at that! That will deal max damage on a D8, would be 8. He has armor 1, so that subtracts from that total, so a total of 7 damage. Get in there, Cass. And from there we proceed to baddies, where the gloom vampire will swing at one of these fine fellows. We'll give it a roll to see who he wants a piece of. Cass. He wants a piece of Bobby, if he gets it. He does not get it. Bobby gets to crack back, and with Cass there, I'm up to just a -3 because having the flanking negates the crackback debuff, and then my strength is +3, so that'll take out 3 of the darkness. So we're at -3. Let's see another one of those 20s. I saw it for like a second. Y'all did too. Don't play like you didn't see it. Comes back around to me. I'm gonna have Cass just deal with this guy outright. I'm gonna use 2 of my omens, orders, glitches. Can't ever remember what they're called in this game. But we're going to use automatically pass to hit him. And we're going to use deal max damage to hit him for another 7. He has a total of 3 or 13. So that will put him down. But I do still have to get a stake in him. Bobby does have a stake, and Dean does have a stake. First thing we're going to do is move Sam up with his light. It's still dark, so we want to be able to see so that we're not at that -6. Now, my understanding is here I still have to hit it. So let's hope for the best. Nope. That's a miss. Dean will move up and try to do the same. Come on, Dean. Good job, buddy. It's a cruel weapon. I don't even have to roll the damage. It's cruel, so it's always going to do at least 1. So we are good. Dead Gloom Vampire. Now we can continue to light these lanterns. We'll shuffle a little bit closer and try to light this one. She does. We do not. Monster phase out on this turn after there's been so much noise and commotion. I don't want this guy to just get stuck sitting back here, so I'm going to give him a random movement. We're going to go... Can't go that way. So I guess we're going to slide up the alley as far as we can. Comes back to me. We're going to move Cass on down the street a bit. Like this one. He's +3 here. That's not good enough, though. Takes damage. Dean is going to move up to that lamp. Working again. Hopefully he doesn't get shocked. We get that one lit without electrocuting ourselves. No baddie showed up. Bobby, you're going to just try to light the one that he's beside. Yes! Bobby got the know-how. Still no baddie shows up. Sam is just going to shuffle down a little bit. Try to get that one lit up. He does not. He is not mechanically inclined. Real book smart, not real practical smart. Lastly, Ellen will move to the next lamp down the street. Actually, no. She's going to come back to this one, having to double move to get there all the way, because she's only got a little movement of 4. She's got little legs. That will bring us to baddies. So let's see how far this guy can get all the way into Sam's grill. See if he can hit. Ooh, he does hit for a D6. 5 damage. Oh, geez, that's enough to just take me out or put me down. I need to see if I am diseased by taking a toughness test. I am also diseased. Now at that point, I'm also going to use my Omen order to get him out of there and have him auto pass his death save. Which brings it back to me. I'm going to start off with Cass, moving down to this next lamp. Gets it. Some baddies there in the form of some feral vampires, which I'm going to use these bats to represent because they're in their feral animalistic form. So we got one there, one here. Next, we'll do Bobby, who's going to run in on that ghoul. Take the swing. Hits. Definitely hits. And then we got a D10 on his big old stone hammer. 3. I think they have armor 1. Armor 1, so 2. Dean is going to come down and light this, try to light this lantern. Lights it. Lastly, Ellen's going to shuffle around a little bit just to get a little bit further away from that ghoul because she's afraid. We'll try to light this thing up and hope for the best. Hope for the best. Let's go, Ellen. With the lanterns lit, our scenario will come to a close. It was about to get real fuzzy in here if I did not manage to light those lanterns on those turns. I guess let's see, just for the heck of it, if some more stuff would have spawned. Yes. So, or no on that second one. But luckily we're out of here. Let's do our post game. See what we get. So first off, we got to take care of our injury roll for Sam. He rolled an 8, which is a long-term injury, and then we have to roll again, and it can never be removed. We got a missing eye, so his range is reduced by 3 for all of his ranged attacks. Could have been worse. A total of 3 XP for the mission. Also, there were supposed to be some lootables that were to be put down. I completely forgot about them, so I just missed out on that potential loot and XP. That's nobody's fault but mine. I have 5 XP here, and I'm going to use it to reroll Ellen's Flaw and see if I can get something other or not as bad as Fear of the Undead, because that's really tough for considering that a lot of the scenarios involve undead things. I rolled a 6, which is Anaphylaxis, which means I can't carry garlic on that character, and that's so much better than Fear of the Undead. And our random event is a 26, which is another bad night out. I have to choose someone to either take -1 agility or gain lycanthropy. I'm gonna let Dean take the -1 agility. I accidentally skipped step 1, which is to get your rewards. We're gonna get a total of 28 shillings for that mission. 10 from our guild, 10 for the Gloom Vampire, 8 for the lanterns that we relit. And that gives us a total of 57, so I'm going to buy an HQ upgrade. I'm going to get donations, which gives me an extra 10 shillings when completing a mission. And that, my friends, is going to do it for today's game of Dread Knights. Thanks so much for tuning in and hanging out while we played. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day.